Hello and welcome to a special episode of TV3's Ghana's Strongest with me, Thierry, and thank you very much for joining me. And as you can see, today we aren't on the field. We are here in the studios bringing you a special edition of the show. This is the 2024 Ghana's Strongest. Don't get it twisted. As you can see, there are weights right in front of us, and it is all talking and recapping the entire season so far. It's been a special kind of season, hasn't it? It's not been the regular all-male season. We've had a mixture of male and female. And last week's episode, if that was anything to go by, next season definitely will be special, trust me. But then again, we are talking about 2024, so let's stick to it. And today, I'm here with the commissioners, that's Foster Bafo and Dan Budu, who will be talking through some of the special moments, in this particular season with me. And then also be looking forward to what the grand finale is going to be all about. And that really is going to be the very special part of the show, where the athletes and you watching now can at least preempt something of the variety that we have to serve you on August 4, right here on TV3. I'm talking about the grand finale. And if you didn't know, I'm telling you, it's going to be at Achimota Mall on the 4th of August. So please, 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 tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. We want to see you there, or watch at home, and make sure you are up to date with who Ghana's strongest man and woman is for this year. And so you heard it right. Ghana's strongest man, Ghana's strongest woman has been special. But this program, remember, has been brought to you by Gasem Cements, the nation builder. Also brought to you by Awake Mineral Water, Dragnet, your official online pharmacy, Deluxe Paint, Red Bull Energy Drink. And I'll tell you a bit about Red Bull very shortly, because they are here with us in the studios today, giving us a lot of exciting things, including this can. And then this program is brought to you by Kivo Gari Mix. I don't see them here, but hopefully they come before the show ends. And then also Calipo, they say de Papa. So those are our sponsors, those holding us and making it possible to bring you every single episode, every single season. Now, let's get right into the conversation. I'll introduce my commissioners, and then we continue with the conversation. Guys, you're welcome.
Thank you, Thierry.
Thank you, Thierry. Thanks for having us as always.
By all means. So that's Foster, the one who spoke plenty, and then the one who just mentioned his name, or better still, just said hello, is Dan. And so we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, ladies and gentlemen, the conversation begins.
When I dey home and want something quick to chop, everything dey inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water, soak is made easy, oh. Kivo carry make it for your office, boarding house, everything dey inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only
Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix, soakings are easy.
oh.
This outfit is FDA approved.
To interview Zuzum right here in my house. Hey!
Look up there. Why are you using inferior pen?
It was a mistake. I no check.
Acrobat, I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistakes. Stop!
You did the right thing.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
Kwajo, why are you late?
Yes, Kojo. Why are you late again?
Kwajo.
Can't you talk? See, Mommy, I could lie like Amma and say I was doing my homework with my friends. Or lie like Amma and say I was helping Grandma buy food. Mommy, I will not lie like Amma. I was playing with my friends, and that is why I'm late.
Homework now. Thank you for not lying to me. Your Calipo is in the fridge.
Calipo, the natural fruit juice drink.
Abby, you know that.
This advert is FDA approved.
In a world where stories...
Okay.
Like, it used to be men only. Now we have the men and we have the ladies.
Yeah.
So it makes it very special. And the last time we had the ladies, it was only ladies only. But this time the two are running together.
Yeah.
So we see the ladies taking part first and then the men following up.
Yeah.
It has created a lot of talks all over town. And I think it's been good so far.
It's been good. It's been good. I've loved it. I've loved every bit of what I've seen so far. Foster, for you, initial thoughts?
I mean, I kind of get surprised when Dan tells me that it's all over the media. He's not on any of the social media handles.
So how did he know?
That's my.
I mean, he has sisters. He has sisters.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't do WhatsApp?
Dan,
No, I mean, Dan, you don't even have to respond. I'm responding for you.
Thank you.
I'm saying Dan has sisters. Dan has brothers.
All right.
Dan has friends.
All right. We'll just let it slide. Okay.
Anyway, these two, you never want to get in their way. But I mean, I first of all want to look at the makeup of the contestants this season. I think that's something that's not been spoken about a lot, because what we know is that we've become used to certain faces on Ghana's Strongest, and for those that a few of the people that I've met that will say or ask, where are the people that we know? Where is this guy? Where is that guy? Where is this man? Where is that man? There's a new spice around Ghana's Strongest, and so we are grooming different people, introducing new faces, for the sake of freshness, and I think so far they haven't disappointed, have they?
I wouldn't say they have. And Thierry, just to go back to what you just said, as in the fact that, you see, when you have an event that is run for like 13 seasons, right, and then you still see new faces coming up, that's a clear indication that people really follow the sport.
Of course.
The sport is not dying. The sport is actually growing. And all those burgeoning stars that you see, chief amongst them, those from the collegiate level, that's the interest and excitement about this particular show. And I believe that we ain't seen nothing yet. I mean, it's just going to get better.
I mean, I like the new chap. I mean, he's been in the show for a while. But hasn't really gotten to this stage, or hadn't gotten to this stage before the season, Immortal. And he's one of the guys that I know would one day win Ghana's Strongest. I mean, he has a raw strength, he has a temperament, and he just needs to beef up a bit of his natural health. I would put it that way, natural health, because every time he's been in the show, it's been one injury after the other. And almost every time, that's what gets him out of the show.
All right, Thierry, if you give me the opportunity before maybe Dan comes in. Let me just narrow this thing in as far as Immortal, or what's his real name?
Abrokwa.
Richard Abrokwa.
Richard Abrokwa,
this is the second time that probably we've seen him gotten hurt. I keep on saying that conditioning is part of the show. But much more importantly, you realize that when we tell them to clad themselves in the proper apparel, especially their kids, they don't seem to listen.
That's where the issue is.
So this time, this ankle injury of his, it twisted, but I don't think that he had taken off his shoes, which to me was his bane. All right, and I believe that athletes would have to learn from that. We keep on telling you, get yourself well clad in the right apparel, so that you would be able to minimize injuries. Injuries are inevitable, if you ask me, but you could minimize them largely to an extent.
Yeah, I agree with you, Foster. But you see, some of the guys who have brute strength are not patient when it comes to
the execution of the challenges.
Exactly. They're always in a rush, especially Immortal.
Okay.
Yes. This guy is very, very strong. And you can see from his build. But he's impatient. He's always rushing. Either he falls or it falls on his leg.
But then Dan, can you blame him? Time is of the essence.
No. You see, time is of the essence. But
the proper execution of the event is what matters.
Yeah. This is not a lightweight. So because of that, he needs to take his time and put it at the right place before moves. But he's always in the hurry. He wants to be the time. He wants to be the best, athlete.
And he wants to do it in a very short time.
Exactly.
But I mean, everybody that has followed Ghana's Strongest, I think with the exception of Shaka Zulu, who finished second in his second attempt, and then quickly moved to first and being a champion, everybody has had to wait for their time. And it's because of the nature of the
They-
show.
they
You
have
need to
been-
get accustomed to the techniques. You need to learn
Yeah.
the different weights and just how to execute all of them.
Thierry, if you have to go back, there's one isolated occasion where there's this guy from Kumasi. I think that's season 2.
What's the name?
The name will come, but he came in first time, and then he won. But the second time around, I think it was third or fourth.
Okay.
Right, and then he never came back.
He never came back,
Yes, so that was an exception to the rule. And of course, the very first season, which had to do with Phaser.
Okay.
I mean, that was his first time.
Yeah,
So
obviously.
that's,
Yeah.
that was obvious.
It's the first time for everyone. So.
But like you're saying, Thierry, everybody who has won Ghana's Strongest, some of them will tell you, Ahmed, how many times? Gofra Kobla, how many times?
Yeah.
Even with Prosper,
Yeah.
it was about the fourth time.
The fourth time or so, yeah. It takes a while.
It does.
Even if Amos has still been in the show, and
He's
he's
there.
still not won.
He's there.
And so it just means that it's a show that obviously teaches you a lot about patience. It teaches you a lot
Sure.
about growing steadily and gradually increasing your threshold for pain and how you can withstand. Some of the mental issues that
Sure.
they go through, the physical issues that they go through, because it's a lot. Trust me, we laugh about these things, we joke about what they do and
Right.
everything, but these boys go through a lot to get to the levels that they get to in the show. Remember, this is the premium most show when it comes to strongman in the entire country. So if someone wins this, the person has already gone through different levels of strongman competitions to get to this point. They do the local levels, they do regional levels. Sometimes they tease
They do
themselves among
satellite
certain
events.
communities before they get to the national level.
Sure.
So it's definitely not easy. And these guys are the best in the business when it comes to putting these things together. So they know exactly how to push these guys to their limits. But let's also look at the ladies. So Doris, Faustina Menu, Ramatu are some of the old faces. Almost everybody else is new.
Sure.
It sort of the show opened up for
Yeah.
everybody else that wanted to try their hands after the first season. Did you think they all brought on their A game? Has it made the show better?
I think I heard from the grapevine that most of the new faces, especially the ladies,
Yeah.
who have been watching the show over the years, decided to also go to the gym and start something special. So they plan. They plan that this year round, they are going to give the winner
A run for her money?
A run for the money, yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, I would always talk about
That's what it's supposed to be.
Gifty Amuzu.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would always talk about Gifty
Yeah.
Amuzu.
She shocked
I mean,
me.
she came to the auditions, to me, so very unprepared. But it is like, oh, look, probably I'm the strongest woman in Konongo. I really don't know what she really does in Konongo. But Jerry, trust me, when she came,
Yeah.
her technique was nothing for you to write home about.
Wow.
Technique-wise.
Wow.
Nothing. What actually took her here was the fact that she had lots of stamina, lots of endurance, and I think that mentally she's also very fortified.
Okay.
All right. So those were the things that, to me, happen to have made the show much more exciting. So it has little to do with just brute strength, but there are other things that we look out for.
That also come on
Yes,
into
but
play.
with the likes of Doris Nate,
Yeah.
Doris has this very cool demeanor, but when it comes to execution, she doesn't play with it at all. Of course, one of the finalists that has to do, her name is CCC. She calls herself Charlotte Chakai.
Chawe.
So triple C.
Yeah.
42-year-old lady. Look at her build.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see from her quad muscles and from her hamstring that her lower body is solid.
Yeah.
But she's still able to move and has the agility of somebody who is slick and trim. And all these things, to me, motivate a lot of people. And kudos to you, viewers. We love you, and we love you for the fact that you've kept faith with us.
And so let's talk about Doris. You mentioned her. I want us to stay with her. We'll take the ladies and describe them one after the other,
Sure.
and then we'll come to the guys. So let's start with Doris. Doris won a lot the last time. It was a maiden edition. There are two schools of thoughts here. One would say, well, it was a maiden edition. Nobody knew what she could do, and then she surprised everyone. Others will also say, she actually proved that she's the strongest woman. She's come back into this one, and she's also in the final. Sometimes she flatters to deceive. Others, she actually just blows everybody
She
off.
just glide through.
what exactly are you expecting of her in the final? And I'll start with you, Dan.
You see, Thierry, this time around, because of what I've seen so far concerning the other two athletes,
yeah,
the other two ladies, I think she's going to be given a run for her money because Shawe, she looks very tough. And when it comes to the Konongo lady,
Gifty Amuzu,
she's very strong too and very agile, always on the move.
Okay.
And, you know, when it comes to weight, that is where I could say that, yes, heavyweight probably, we could say Doris could do better because she's experienced. But even before Doris won the first edition, she had never also
competed in
any show, and she doesn't even need to go to the gym.
I mean, the first time, I think that I catch
she doesn't do gym?
No, she doesn't do gym.
She was an aerobics person.
Wow.
Aerobics, yeah.
She would see her just do aerobics all the time.
She doesn't do gym.
I was a little surprised when I saw her in that competition.
You see, so I don't know why people talk a lot in town. I can do this. No, seriously, I can do this. I mean, let's be very factual here. I'm just like Doris.
I mean, in terms of...
I just must be given my own weight to carry.
In terms of...
Come again?
Yeah, just
we
like
don't
Doris.
do gym together. I mean, she doesn't do gym, I don't do gym. She can win Ghana's Strongest, I can win Ghana's Strongest. I mean, it's not supposed to be funny, but I'm laughing.
Maybe
but
unless you become a lady. But as a man, you need to go to the gym. Men go to the gym.
I think the commissioners don't trust me.
Let's invite Thierry to our
I know you trust me, I hope. And you know all I need, actually, is
that?
Red Bull energy drink.
And what do I need?
You need a good plan.
For what?
Seriously, you need a very good plan to get to my levels.
Maybe say a good training routine.
A good training routine?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Foster doesn't train, but I do. You know.
But Terry,
just so you know, I've said it on another platform that TV3 brings a lot of the past winners to perform different roles over here. I'm not doing Ghana's Strongest for the sake of it. I'm a past winner. By the time there was no TV. That's a long time ago.
How old is Thierry?
I mean, there was no TV. I mean, you don't need to know my age. All I'm saying is that there was no TV.
Maybe 18 years old. 18 years ago, no TV.
Okay, guys, so let's talk about Gifty Amuzu.
Yeah.
We've already mentioned how she came in as a surprise package, didn't exactly master the techniques and everything, but has gone on very strong. And if you're looking for a very good story for television, a lot of people would say then she must win it. Because then it comes from a very inspired roots, knowing that this was an unsung hero, someone that nobody knew, an unknown quantity, just comes in and sweeps everybody. Yeah. But she has done really well to get to this point. And I thought that maybe at some point some of the techniques were going to get her off, because that's what experience does for you. It keeps you in the show. Sure. But she's defied all the odds.
You know, let me. You know, when during the final eliminator,
yeah,
I invited her into the arena, and her behavior, you know, she was scared. So I asked her, "Have you ever done any exercise like this before?" She said no. And I said, "Then why are you here?" She said, "My people said I can do it." You see, she said, my people said I can do it.
Wow.
And that brought her.
Wow.
And she has justified, you know, her
inclusion.
Yeah.
Don't give up, Gifty, let's go. You have about 20 seconds to go. 9.
Sport that. Sport that. Kill it. Sport that. Shashibada. Sport that. Give them. Sport that.
12. 13 to 1. 13 now. Whoa, 13. Wow. Whoa, this lady, I don't know, but I just don't have the right superlatives to describe her.
Yes, I mean, even before we get to Gifty, I think that the balance that Doris has to do with her experience and the fact that she, even though she's not the fastest, all right, she brings a very beautiful balance in terms of strength and a bit of agility. So that could be something that she could lead on at the final. But the rest have their own strength, and I believe that the final could be anybody's game.
10, you can turn around. Great show of strength there, Florence Achan. 11. 12, time!
Wow,
time.
great from Doris Nate. Great show of strength.
Gifty.
Yeah.
A lot of people love underdogs, Thierry, without a doubt. People love underdogs.
Yeah.
All right? And then she is one of the underdogs as far as this particular episode is concerned. But trust me, experience also comes to the fore when it comes to Ghana Strongest. Without a doubt, she is going to give anybody a good run for their money. But for somebody who knew zilch about gym, about whatever, and whoever told this lady, look, go in there. She reminds me so much of Agbeyeye.
Agbeyeye, yeah, that's is it Gifty Agbeyeye? Victoria. From the maiden edition, Volta region.
Yeah, she had a
similar build.
Frame. Yes,
a similar build.
A little bit of,
but very strong.
You know,
very strong.
Accentuation.
I was rooting for her.
Yeah,
in typical rooting.
I like the way you used to mention her name.
Yeah.
I mean, just for the show.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
Right. That's beautiful. But with Gifty Amuzu, mentally, she is the toughest
among them. Yeah.
I am telling you.
I agree with you.
And you see, one thing that also goes for her is youth.
Okay.
She's the youngest of the two.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. I think that she was even the youngest in the event. Oh. So that tells you, you see, but a bit of inexperience, sometimes she overruns. And at the end of the day, energy is sapped. Yeah. And those are the things that could go against her. But I just love all three finalists. It could be anybody's game.
It could be anybody's game. And so we need to talk about
CCC.
And I want us to look at Shawe from a pure, you know, how will I even put it, weightlifting angle, or strong man, strong woman competition angle. You guys have done this for long. Her age and what she does it work?
27, 28.
Let's go.
29, 30. Time. So 30 repetitions properly executed in 50 seconds.
How strange is this in the ordinary world?
It only works with, you know, people who are already in the field.
Consistency.
You can be 50 years and you can still do what she's doing now. Yeah. Because she's already in the field. And I think Shawe is also an athlete when it comes to this show. She's an old athlete. That is why she's doing what she's doing now.
She does,
She's a good athlete.
She is.
Yeah. Hold it up there. Go!
Wow.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Stop!
Wow.
8 in 20 seconds.
8 in 20 seconds. Hey.
Thierry, I mean, the exciting thing about Madam Shawe is that, you know, she has a good sense of style. Look at her haircut.
I know.
Did you take notice?
I did.
You did, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's shaving here, and then there's a high pony here that looks like Black Stars Gideon Mensah, you know?
You know what it signifies?
What is it?
She's young at heart.
That's true.
Simple.
That's true.
Simple.
That's true.
So
That's
it has
true.
little to do with your age.
Yeah.
But then what your mind tells you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you are like 52.
Yeah. I mean,
but your mind
64.
tells you that you are 22.
Exactly. I
You
do
know
what
what I'm
the younglings do. Yeah.
You say what?
I'm 64.
I don't want to go back
but I
there.
do what the 24-year-olds do.
Yes. So you see,
I actually model my life over or after a gentleman we have here called Flagbo. He's called John Flagbo, and he's almost 90 years. But you should see him. Yeah, you should see him.
why is he still being employed by TV3?
I mean, we like to give old age a bit of second chances.
That's not. Is he on contract?
No, he's not on contract, full time.
No.
No, Flagbo is defying all odds, including age and the number of years.
But Jerry,
But here the name Flagbo, what can you do to him?
but what does Flagbo mean?
It's an Ewe surname.
Meaning,
I don't know. I mean, only he would be able to. But I mean, the name is Flagbo. Don't think it's a nickname.
I bet Nego and tell us.
While we still talk about the ladies, we want to introduce to you some of the great performances that these ladies have put together. Remember, it's been Ghana's strongest man, Ghana's strongest woman, and the female journey so far. We want to let you know of the top 3, where they are and how they got here. Trust me, some of them flattered to deceive. Others really, really give themselves, some very good punch and have gotten this far. So let's see how the ladies have fared this year. Salu, Ebenezer Amos, and Venom, Bismarck Simpson, to see exactly what they've done this particular season, and then possibly also look ahead to the final. Stay with us.
Malaria's remedy is Lonat. Therefore, we're gonna use Lonat to recover. You have malaria? Yes, please. Are you shivering? Yes, yes. You got chills? Yes, take Lonat. Lonat. First day, Lonat. Take Lonat. Second day, Lonat. Take Lonat. Lonat. Third day, Lonat. Take Lonat. That's all. Lonat scatter malaria. Lonat it scatter malaria.
This advert is FDA approved.
Join us for an enlightening journey at the TV3 Edu Fair, where knowledge meets opportunity. Whether you're a student, parent, or educator, this event is a chance for you to connect to the brightest and biggest institutions in Ghana and across the world. Whether you're looking for secondary school options, university programs, master's degree, professional courses, or looking to study abroad, on-the-spot admission at TV3 Edu Fair 2024 at Alisa Hotel, Northridge on the 2nd and 3rd of August 2024. As a participant, discover endless possibilities from interactive workshops, career guidance, educational exhibitions, scholarship interviews, panel discussions, amongst many others, as well as connecting and networking as you plan ahead. Register to be a vendor if you are a school, an educational institution, an institute of higher learning, an education materials provider or producer, an edutech service provider, or a financial company with student and parent-focused products or services by calling 0532 200 927 or 0244 358 976 or 0554 281069 to register now. Admission is absolutely free. TV3 EduFair is proudly sponsored by Center for Higher International Education Facilitation.
Last year, in a viral investigative piece, The Sperm Merchants, TV3 Assignment presented evidence of prostitution syndicates selling their clients' semen to suspected ritualists. But has much changed since the expose? Stanley Nebleu goes undercover again to bring you the latest in the dastardly practice of semen sales. Book a date to watch Sperm Merchants Revisited on TV3 Assignment.
When I get home and want something quick to chop, everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only need some water, so kiss made easy, yo. Give or carry me for your office, boarding house, everything there inside, groundnut milk and sugar. I only
Give a 4-in-1 Gary mix, soakings are easy. This advert is FDA approved. Fratelli, fruit juice. This advert is FDA approved.
The interview, zoom, right here in my house. Hey!
Look up there. Why are you using inferior pen?
It was a mistake. I no check.
Acrobat, I'm going to knock you out.
I know, sir.
You deserve quality.
Don't make mistakes. Stop.
You did the right thing.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any paint, be paint.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint me champion.
When on campus and not well, I worry no more. Thanks to Dragnet. With the Dragnet app, I can chat with a pharmacist anytime for my medications, and they are delivered to me right here on campus.
I am a trader. If I need drugs, I cannot leave my goods and visit the pharmacy. All I need to do is click on the call feature on the Dragnet app and I speak with the pharmacist. The drugs are delivered to me right here. Dragnet, ahotoswo papa.
As a businessman, moving around to search for my medication could be very frustrating. But now, with the Dragnet app, I'm able to upload all my prescriptions and have them delivered to me wherever I am. The Dragnet app also allows me to order refills for my mother to treat her chronic illness. Dragnet delivers all the medications to her on time. It's so reliable and convenient. Download the Dragnet app from the Google Play Store or App Store. Dragnet, your #1 online pharmacy.
Welcome back here to TV3's Ghana's Strongest, and this program is brought to you by Red Bull Energy Drink. Today they are just making sure everybody here is well taken care of, very well nourished, and also keeping us very hydrated. Thank you very much, Red Bull Energy Drink. Also, this program is brought to you by Gasem Cement, the Nation Builder, Awake Mineral Water, Dragnet, Deluxe Paint, Kivo Gary Soakins Mix, and Calipo. We're talking about the ladies. Now we want to talk about the gents. 3 remaining in the show so far, getting into the grand finale. As we know it, that is where we crown Ghana's Strongest Man and Ghana's Strongest Woman every single year. We are at that point already. It is a very exciting moment, you know, to be watching Ghana's Strongest. So let's look at how the guys have performed and maybe predict who can do better or will do better in the grand finale.
So that's our best skills.
The 3 guys we have in the show so far, who has impressed you the most, guys? There is Abbas, there is Chilling, and there's Venom.
I would say Bismarck.
Bismarck?
Yeah.
Bismarck?
Yeah. You know why? He's always been a nearly man. All right? This is about the 3rd time that he's actually tried contesting as far as Ghana's Strongest is concerned. But it's a clear indication that the very first time he got nowhere. All right? 2nd time he got to the final eliminator. And this is the 3rd time, and he's got to the show proper, and he's been able to get to the finals. That, to me, has put him on a pedestal that I think that I would say that it's lofty to a very large extent. But in terms of performance, I believe that Abbas Salou has done his homework well.
Yeah, very. Actually, very.
Yeah.
Because he usually would exit in the quarterfinal, sometimes even before that.
You know?
But this time,
one thing I kept telling him is like, Abbas, stop the complaining.
Yeah.
He complains too much.
Yeah.
But it also has to do with his ego and the fact that a lot of these bodybuilders and trainers, you know, are the type. They feel that I should have been there. Even when it is crystal clear that I'm what to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it is what it is. And I keep telling them, look, conserve that energy.
Yeah.
And then channel it into you being able to execute these challenges in its proper form. And I believe that he's learned his lesson. Even that is not to say that we haven't had our fair share of criticisms and all that. But it is normal with us. All right? Sometimes it doesn't hold water. They think that they must say something. It is fair. But to me, Abbas Salou has done his homework well. And I believe that when it comes to the final, I keep saying it could be anybody's game. Because that is why it is the final, Thierry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's the final. But Dan?
You know, Thierry, I've learned my lesson. as a judge in the arena, I wouldn't want to say what Foster can say or will say, because the athletes. This is not the first time.
Yeah.
Sometimes the athletes approach me and say, "Oh, boss, did I do well?" When I say yes, you did well, then they say, "Then why didn't I win?" So I wouldn't go on that route. But what I would say is that the three of the guys who are in the finals, they deserve to be there.
Okay, let's take them one by one then. Since you don't want to pick your favorite, not a favorite, but you're basically just factually mentioning who has impressed you. But let's now look at all of them.
Among these newbies, he is the most experienced. Last season, he finished second overall, behind Godfred Akobila.
Will he be able to go a step further?
Only one more step is what we expect. But as Ghana's Strongest has proven, it doesn't always...
Tellen, are you ready?
Go.
Tellen, let's go!
Ebenezer Amos, 90 kg. Aze, Yanko.
Overhead. 1. 2.
Ebenezer Amos, 115. So far, no one has done this. Can he do it?
3.
And he has. $130 kilograms. Can he do this too? Can he do it? Yes!
Are you ready? Let's go!
Oh, beautiful start there by Mr. Spider-Man.
Where's the Spider-Man t-shirt, Thierry?
He's washing it. It's not dry yet.
But I know that t-shirt is a wash and wear.
Nah. The material in Ghana is different. Baba Salou. Tu know the effort. Baba Fit Salou. Let's go.
Third one.
Fit Salou. Fit Salou. Fit Salou. Baba Abbas Salou.
One day he shouted, "Oh yeah,
But he must count his stars that he's the last of the athletes, so he has that, yes.
Venom, a unique way of picking it up. Not on his shoulders.
Sure.
The final tablet.
He has a great deal, all right.
You know, I think that his height, his long limbs has been of tremendous advantage to him. And
Right,
he does
he's got it
it.
in there.
And he does it. Let's see if he can finish in very good time.
It looks
Let's
as if
see.
he would be able to do
Yeah,
it.
beats the time of King Kong. Let's see if he's going to do that. Venom, and he does it.
Whoa.
Let's give it
1
up for
minute,
Venom.
15 seconds.
That's it. Cutting down the seconds.
1 minute and 15, not 15 seconds, please.
Chilling, he's been around for a while. Last season, he was second. He's definitely one of the strongest guys, if not the strongest guy we have in the show so far. How has he, tackled the entire season? Looking at the variety of events that we've given them.
I mean, Thierry, to be fair to Chillin, I'm sure along the line, Chillin felt that this year's show, was not actually going to see the light of day.
Yeah.
So I feel that he didn't really train to the best of his ability. We all know what Chillin is capable of. But the beautiful part is that when he came, his form are taking a bit of a downward spiral, all right, taking a bit of a nosedive. But you can see.
He's gradually coming up.
Yes. And because of the fact that, it is simply because of the fact that he has put himself in the game right now, knowing very well that, look, I'm in the game and I need to bring my A game on. And that is exactly what he's doing. And with Chillin, I think that his best ticket to being a winner It's his experience.
But then if we talk about experience for start, then it means that we are looking at, but it's new to all of them.
New to all of them.
Okay.
All right. But you see, when you're a gym rat and you've gone through diverse challenges in terms of the particular event that they do, you would know. Let's say, for example, people are used to the sack loading.
Yeah.
Right. And then all of a sudden they will bring a tablet. The form is different.
It's different.
But you need to have the technique to be able to carry that weight from the floor.
Yeah.
All right. And that technique could help you. A typical example could be the difference between the Ghana stone and of course the TV3 stone.
The TV3 stone, yeah. Very, I mean, it's
different.
It's the same challenge, but a very different dynamic to it. I get it. So, I mean, I understand. But then, Ebenezer Amos.
His experience, Ebenezer is experienced.
Yeah.
But experience is not a ticket to the crown, right? Experience is not a ticket to the crown.
I would say
it is good.
I would say
it is good, but like Foster said, Ebenezer is not Ebenezer we know. You know, last year. This year, it looks like he didn't train well, but surprisingly, he has picked up at the right moment.
Yeah.
You know, he has picked up at the right moment, and if it goes well with him, then
he might have a say as to who wins it.
Thierry, I would still say that experience.
Are you sure? Because I mean, we were here.
You know,
one of the most experienced in the show at the time was Godfrey Akobila, but Prosper won it ahead of him.
Sure.
Yeah, he did.
So sometimes experience might not necessarily be.
But
that's
see,
what I'm talking
Prosper
about.
had also gained experience over the years.
But not more experience.
Not more.
No, but it also tells you that, look, experience is still a key factor. Because that was the 4th or 5th time that Prosper was getting in there. And Prosper had been in the finals, I think, 2 times prior. Or at least 1 time prior. I think, 2 times.
Bro, we all
2 times prior.
We all agree that experience is okay, but
it is not the only factor.
It is not the only factor.
That I agree.
Yeah. So
we're on the same table on that.
Yeah.
But I also want to let you know, so look at the history of GhanasStrongest.
I mean, of course, you need the experience. I mean, one of the first things we mentioned in the show today, in this episode, was just how the show teaches you patience and lets you grow steadily, learning a lot of things, picking up
knowing
tricks.
even when to conserve your energy.
Yeah.
And then you
and
say...
Salu does that a lot.
I think
he does that a lot.
No, he has become smarter.
I think he's the most astute of all of them. When you look at just how he knows when to conserve his energy. I mean, sometimes... Yeah, he does 5 and he just lets go.
Yeah.
And he knows that there's another challenge awaiting him. And he just knows, to accumulate points there as well. Because you can record 0 and record 16.
Yeah.
You know, so that's one thing I admire about him. But let's now move on to Abbas Salu.
240 in the bag.
Now, the last one, as many reps as you can.
250. Abbas, let's go.
Now come.
Oops.
Ready. Ready.
Abbas Salu. Antics now continue.
Let's go. Lock your back.
1.
Lock.
2.
Lock. 2.
Sorry.
3. 4.
Abbas.
5. 6.
Salu.
7.
Salu.
8.
2.
9. 10.
Salu.
10 in 28 seconds.
Whoa, that is impressive.
Abbas Salu has also been in there. He's qualified through Ashanti region for a while. Obviously, a very, very strong zone. And anyone who qualifies there, I give the person a lot of respect because it's a very, very, very heated zone. It's a very, very heated
it's a
zone.
tough enclave. Yeah.
And it is just one of those shows that, one of those regions that reveals a lot when it comes to strongman competition in the country. And Abbas has been one of the revelations. It's just taken him a long while to get to this point as a grand finalist, but he's gotten here regardless.
Let me put it in a... Abbas Salu has a winning mentality but impatient.
Okay.
That's all I will say. He has a winning mentality, but impatient. And that is his
that is his
downfall.
bane.
Yeah. So he needs a bit of orientation when it comes to comes to patience. Or maybe date a girl called Patience.
I think it has to do with his temperament, because see, a lot of times we've tried advising these guys, but you know, in the heat of the moment, they relegate all those advices to the background. But that has to do with their temperament. But that said, I believe that Abbas has also learned his lesson over the years. Last year, he was so livid about the fact that he got eliminated at the penultimate stage and felt that he should have been in the final. But I told, look, guy, you don't actually determine whether you should be. The scores are there for you. Your performance are there for you. And I believe that he has sat down, thought through it. And one thing you just said, you used the word astute, and I would agree to that. He has sat down and felt, look, this is not my core event. All right, let me do the best that I can, conserve my energy, and where that I can, you know, be able to, you know, do the best, then that you see me perform. And I think he's the most well-rounded athlete of all.
Wow.
Because he's agile.
Yeah.
Okay, he has strength, not the brute strength that Chilling has, without a doubt. And his long limbs actually helped him a lot, because a lot of the times when he's able to, you know, act like a spider, that's why he wears he's able to just wrap his arms around some of these challenges as if, like, you know. But one thing that also goes for him, he has good stamina. And to me, with Ghana's Strongest, stamina is of the essence.
Of course. And so we'll talk about the last person among the gentlemen, and that would be Bismarck Simpson.
Bismarck, are you ready? Great profile for an athlete. His stature tells it all, but can he match his performance with his stature? Let's go! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. The Venom takes him to 7. Right. And that is 7 in 23 seconds. As far as his Venom could take him. Venom.
Bismarck has also been, you know, a very, very good athlete for us this season. He's not just coming to make the numbers, but he's actually been here to perform and to participate at a very high level. That's pushed the more experienced ones to also go a notch higher. And it's just generally made the show better. Bismarck Simpson, wherever you are, I think that you've done really well. But I don't know what the commissions have to say.
Simpson has a complete body, you know, the body that we need.
He's the oldest of the guys, though.
He is?
Oh,
yeah, he
are
is.
You sure?
Yeah, 34 years. He's the oldest of the guys.
Okay.
Ebenezer Amos is 2 years younger, same as Abbas Salou.
That's what he says?
Yeah, that's what he says. I mean, I would want to go with it. So Bismarck is 34.
You have his Ghana card?
I mean, yeah, we make sure we check all of these things thoroughly. And so, yeah, there's no football age. This is Ghana's Strongest.
Ghana's Strongest age.
You know,
but yeah,
Simpson has an all-round figure of a strongest man.
Yeah.
And
he has the height.
Yeah, the height.
He has the build.
Helps him, the build.
Yeah, he has the physique, everything.
Everything goes. The last time, he didn't qualify. This time around, if you want to think about an underdog causing any surprise at all, then put him in there.
Yeah. So in this case, he's the quintessential underdog, without a doubt. What I would say, and Simpson, you know me, I'm blunt about some of these things, is your mental fortitude. You have to be iron-minded. Simpson, you give up a little too easily. And with Ghana's Strongest, if you don't have that iron-mindedness, I'm telling you, that is going to be your bane.
And you know what? You know why I'm saying this? Because this finals doesn't favor anybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't favor any athlete. So anybody can win.
Anybody can win. It's an even playing
Yeah.
ground for all these gentlemen. And so for now, let's just give you a peek of everything that they've done so far in this particular season. You're looking at Ebenezer Amos, Bismarck Simpson, Abbas Salou. Let's see how they have built up the episode after episode, strength after strength, endurance after endurance. And let's see just the kind of athletes that we are expecting in the finals. That we put together for you. It's a good reel of how the men have been. Of course, I'm talking about the finalists. But before we move on, this program is brought to you by GhanasStrongest Cement, the nation builder. Listen, if you want to build anywhere, any housing project, anything that needs cement, there is no better cement in the market than GhanasStrongest Cement. They are building the nation. And also, we are sponsored by Awake Mineral Water, natural mineral water for you, for your health, for everybody around you. Red Bull Energy Drink. If you want to be energized throughout the day, Red Bull Energy Drink is the go-to energy drink in the entire country, all over the world, actually. Red Bull Energy Drink. Dragnet, your official online pharmacy. If you need any drug, they are the people to go to. Listen, licensed pharmacist behind the phone. Just place the phone call and you would receive very, very good, medicinal care right there on the phone. And the great thing about Dragnet is that you get your drugs delivered to you at your doorstep, wherever you are in the country. This program is also brought to you by Deluxe Paints. They are painting homes, making sure the nation is all beautiful. Don't be left out. Make sure you finish that housing project with Deluxe Paint. Kivo Gary. Do I need to say anything about Kivo Gary? And lots of people are enjoying it because all you need is water. You see, just add it in your bowl or cup or bucket. Those of you who consume in large quantities, all you need is just a sachet or a few sachets of Kivo Gary soakings, and then you just add your water and you're done. Also brought to you by Calipo. They say Eyede Papa. Mixi Choco and Mixi Coffee as well. Now let's get right into what we are expecting in the grand finale. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Ghana's Strongest final. Believe it or not, we are there already. August 4th at the Achimota Mall. Let's see you there at 2 p.m. That is when the event starts. And we will bring you exciting displays, exciting performances all over, from the ladies to the gents. 6 of them in total, but 3 ladies, 3 gentlemen. So now let's talk about the grand finale and what's to be expected, because if we have the commissioners here with us, then they need to tell us what challenges we are to expect and how they are shaping up for the ladies and the gents. Guys?
Then why are you looking at me?
You are the Terminator.
That's true. He's the Terminator.
See, interestingly, people think that I'm the more wicked of the two.
Yeah, but it's true.
You are.
I didn't ask Thierry to comment on this.
I'm telling you for a fact.
He's
being the one in between the two of them every time, I'm telling you. Foster is the most
biased.
Foster is the one that always eliminates.
Even though
Foster is the one that evicts. Foster is the one that determines who gets 20 and who gets 17. Foster is the reason your favorite athlete went home.
Thierry,
Foster is the reason your favorite athlete will win.
Thierry, are you ready for a salt pond? I mean, sometimes you surprise me. Sometimes you surprise me. You see, as a Salponite, I was expecting that you're going to drift to my side.
No, but you see, the fact is the fact. The truth is the truth. There's only one.
I mean, truth is relative in your case. That said, bro, the finals, right? I think that it's only natural that every final we try introducing some very new events, some very new events that we try to do. And, of course, the track has been a very permanent fixture, without a doubt, okay? Whether we are introducing it this time again is another thing for us to actually look at. But it's exciting. I mean, if you see a man pulling a track, it epitomizes strength.
Strength, yeah.
Without
it is
doubt.
a great spectacle, trust me.
It is, like Terry has said. But are we bringing the track back?
We have to.
In terms of the guys?
Yeah. Maybe I don't know about the ladies, but for the guys, the track, yes.
We need to bring it back?
I'll say we have to. Or what do you say?
I mean, if the two of you are thinking...
I feel so too. Again, it's become one of the...
But you see, Terry, it has little to do with feelings.
No. Not that I feel in terms of the vintage expression definition of feelings. But I mean, Ghana's Strongest has, been epitomized by some of the events.
Yes,
and the track pool is one of the most brilliant ways of describing a Ghana's Strongest final. You know, it is just one of the ways that people come to identify with Ghana's Strongest.
Okay. You know, when it comes to the track pool, there is this experience, technical experience that they need. They need to use, but they don't. They use their brute strength, and then they remain at the same place struggling.
But why have you felt? Why do we still stick with the track? Why don't we pull a train?
Okay, yeah, but the train is being serviced, remember? the train we want to pull, it's at the workshop. How can you get it back on the railway to pull? I mean, Foster, I mean, be real, Foster.
Thierry,
we are only TV3. We can't do magic.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah. But that said, I think that it is going to be something that we're definitely going to look at. Yeah. It's an exciting spectacle, like you keep saying.
I mean, I see World's Strongest and I see them pull aeroplanes sometimes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have aeroplanes for fun.
Air Force One.
We don't have aeroplanes for fun. And so we are not in a country that is so endowed, you know, to have an aeroplane that guys will just go and pull.
I mean, Thierry,
and even if
we can see Magdan.
Yeah, I mean, even if we get a private jet to pull, maybe only I can do it. I don't think the boys can contend. That's where the problem is. Because for the final, you don't want the host participating, right?
My host.
You only want the
my host.
Oh, the way Dan looks at me and laughs.
My host. I mean, Dan has always been your strong supporter. But you see, sometimes when you make such pronouncements, he's
pulling
like
the aeroplane. It's because you don't see me do it.
If there was a hole, no, if there was a hole down here, you could have got to the
Dan said something profound. He said, certain techniques don't need, or certain challenges don't need brute strength. It needs technique. Exactly. I have mastered the technique of pulling aeroplanes.
Not when you haven't mastered the technique of doing a squat with 20.
Can we go back to the grand finale? Grand finale, please.
Right. So you made mention of the
track pool.
You talked about the ladies not having that strength, the upper body strength.
Sure.
So what do we do?
I think that we are actually considering the fact that the ladies would have to do an upper body strength exercise, all right?
Sure.
But then it's going to be a blend of an inclined bench and then a traditional bench. You know what I'm saying? But then we're going to give them seconds within which they should be able to execute as many reps as they can, and with other ones. So it's going to be a mixture of an inclined bench and
because they still have to show their.
They need to. They need to.
We need, and you see, again, we spoke about Gifty Amuzu and how she's not built for, you know, this kind of show, but she's still, I mean, we want to encourage some of our friends. Senam, participate in Ghana's Strongest, okay? Don't just be a producer. Participate in Ghana's Strongest. Let's see what your body is doing.
Senam is endowed at other places, not necessarily there.
Okay, great.
That's it.
Okay, great. So when we look at we've mentioned the track.
Sure.
We've mentioned upper body exercise.
For the ladies?
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe one more thing for the ladies, then we leave the rest.
A surprise?
You see, and then you tell me I'm wicked.
Yeah, Dan, you are wicked.
Yes.
No,
Dan looks like Terminator today.
No.
There you go. Anyway, so another thing that we've over the years felt that we haven't actually done, but we want to bring back this time.
What's that?
Is sack in the pond loading race.
Oh, the last time I saw that was at Early Beach. Remember, Godfrey Akobila letting it go?
Yeah.
Decided not to do it again.
Like a couple of years ago.
Yeah. That's like 3 years ago, I think.
It will come back.
This time, we are revisiting it.
Oh, great.
We are revisiting it.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, great. And I can already see some of the athletes struggling
they're going to get themselves dirty.
Yeah.
Why don't we add the ladies too?
They're going to do same.
Oh.
We get them dirty as well too.
Yeah. So both ladies and gents will be doing the sack in the pond load race. I love that, actually. I love that. Only that I don't like getting close to the pond because the splashes and the splurges are not ones that I like to have there. But guys, if I push you to the wall, who wins?
Which one? I mean,
both.
You're talking about the ladies and the...
Both.
The best lady would win, the best...
Very diplomatic.
Oh.
Thierry. Anyway, that done? You?
May the best athlete win.
You go say you be commissioner.
You fear.
But you the fear.
Nigerian guy will say you fear coward. You fear coward.
But I mean, I know who wins. I know who wins, and I don't fear anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have a fourth athlete called Thierry. He wins. Ladies and gentlemen, this program has been brought to you by Gas M7, the Nation Builder, believe it or not. I know that the gentlemen here are always close to me when we are having this show. But for some reason, because I don't always participate, they seem to have forgotten the videos they watched of me. And so I will give you the YouTube link so you can just watch more of me and just motivate yourself that no matter how slim you are at home, you know, you cannot be disadvantaged. You know, this is not a show for well-built
Do you call
people.
yourself slim?
I'm very slim. Forget the tummy. I'm very slim. I'm extremely slim. But anyway, this program has been brought to you by GhanasStrongest Cement, the nation builder. We want to say a big, big, big thank you to GhanasStrongest for holding us up the entire season. Also to Calipo. They say, hey, the Papa Red Bull energy drink. Today, they've given us a lot of spice. You know, they came with a mixologist who has given us, you know, some great cocktails combined beautifully. But mine is very different from that.
Jerry, they call this sheepdog.
Yeah, that's sheepdog.
Very oxymoronic.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a sheep and a dog.
A sheep and a dog. I mean, how do they mix? Thierry, really, how do they mix?
You want to escape something.
What's that?
Let's see the color.
Yeah, the color.
All of us, we have the same color. So
No.
what are you saying?
Mine is even lighter.
That's not true.
It's the same drink.
This is Red Bull energy drink, guys.
This is also
This is Red Bull energy drink.
something that energizes
This one,
us.
I don't know.
And this is Red Bull.
I don't know.
This is also energized.
And this program has also been brought to
Energizing
you
drink.
by Deluxe Paints. And unfortunately, we can't paint our bodies. But, I can tell you for a fact, a lot of the beautiful homes that you see in town are all by Deluxe Paints. But also to stay healthy means that you need to always have first aid around you, and also to make sure that you at least have ambulances on call, you have drags on call, and that is when Dragnet will also come in. Just place a call to Dragnet, download the app actually, and place a call to them, and you would always get your medications at your doorstep everywhere you are in the country. This program is also brought to you by Kivo Gari Soakins. They've made Gari. You know, it's a very traditional meal, and they made it so easy to do now. It was one of the easiest things to do, and Kivo made it even easier. It's become... Fast food is now even Soakins level. And Kivo have made it possible. Also brought to you by Mixi Choco and Mixi Coffee. You see, Kivo wanted, or says, you can, all you need is water, whether cold or warm, right? For Mixi, they say, no, right? Just add it to it, and that's it, you're done. Mixi Choco, Mixi Coffee, enjoy great taste wherever you are. And that's where we wrap up, you know, today's episode. Has been exciting, talking through everything 2024 GhanasStrongest. I want to say a big thank you to the two commissioners. They've been absolutely important to the show. They've been very, very, very good on the show as well, making everything possible. Dan Budu and George Foster Bafo. A big thank you to you watching at home as well for being a great supporter of the show. I'm sure in the grand finale, I'll see some of you on the grounds, but of course it's a big nation, so a lot of you will be watching at home. I want to say a big thank you for supporting the show as well. Once again, I remind you, it will be at the Achimota Mall on the August 4th at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. August 4th. Make your way there. If you are late, you will miss all the challenges. 2 p.m. Be there and let's have fun. Let's see who will be crowned Ghana's strongest man and Ghana's strongest woman. My name is Thierry Nyan. Same time next week. I'll see you.